All right. Welcome to another episode of the Thirsty Nerds Podcast. All right, I am joined here by my friends, and what we like to do is talk about everything from the world of comics, films, and video games, and I couldn't be doing it with a greater crew of guys.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourselves.
I am Clarence, also Stooge Prime.
I am only king.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jest One, and today I wanted to bring
Wait.
No.
What's your name?
Please, just let it roll. And they know who I am.
Oh,
No, they don't.
What's your name? You didn't even introduce
he
yourself.
did not introduce himself, which is the most selfless thing.
Look at him.
You know,
Look at him.
Selfless
I'm humble.
thing he
What
can
can I
do.
say?
Look at,
Yeah.
Big H, you know. I am Jamal. You can call me Sumo. And you were saying what you brought today.
I took some notes from last time because you were saying how I hurt you with all these beers. So I brought something different this time. I brought Pie Phase strawberry
Something with them
shortcake
sprinkles on it.
from Hoosier Brewing Company out of Greenwood, Indiana.
Yeah.
This brewery has been popping for like the last year up around us. They make fantastic fucking like smoothie type beers, and they're like
What you think, Chris?
I love it.
Does it hurt you?
No.
every time
Party in my stomach.
every time Chris comes to visit me at the tap room, he racks up like 12 of these bad boys. His blood sugar just fucking spikes.
I fuck myself every time because in my I have this like periods of like achiness. Like, oh no!
Wait, why'd I do that? It's all this fucking sugar that he's drank. Like,
Too much, probably pissing black.
Yeah.
Ottery, sir. You
and
know.
there's some big boys too. They're tall. They're heavy. They're delicious though.
Yeah,
like,
they
but,
are.
I like it.
But I be seeing people just down these fucking things and just like wonder why they're fucking crawling out of the door. Like, it's still beer, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. The table had some.
It tricks you to thinking like, oh, I can keep drinking these. Like, yeah. You just keep drinking them. No, like
grind some ice up, it'd be like an adult Mr. Misty.
ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Got
I
him.
would like that. I would like that very much. You know, I always like when the shit's sweet anyway. So.
And this was actually sent by Chris to you because he says that is My Little Pony,
Yeah.
and he will. It's to you. He always remembers Clarence when you came by with that My
that
Little
shirt?
Pony. The belt.
Oh, the belt?
Yeah, that belt.
Hey,
Was,
man. Hey, I got the belt.
that
Oh
belt
yeah.
was wild.
Oh yeah. Not me, Chris. Another Chris.
I mean, it could have been. It could have just as easily.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
All of us.
Shut.
No, it really
have a shirt?
couldn't have. Not these two.
Shirt.
I don't think so.
In the closet as usual.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, wow.
You know you have a favorite.
In the stable.
Yeah, you do.
I know nobody's names.
Yeah.
I know nobody's names.
In the stable.
The only stables I know are Sumo stables. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know any of the horses' names. I don't know
Do
who's who.
sumo stay in stables?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Because they're stallions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Prize things to be used until they're broken.
I thought they were cows.
For sport and glory, of course. Yeah. Chill out.
Yeah, nothing else?
Yeah, that's it.
But I'm so glad to see you guys, man. We had to take a little break last week for Father's Day. Everybody was out of town or something to do, which was cool. But how have you guys been, man, since the last time I seen you?
I was actually out of town around that time, and I got to stay in line for 7 hours to
Congratulations.
see the clown. Okay, have any of you seen Terrifier at all?
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I saw the clown, the guy who plays the clown, whatever.
There was a 7-hour line to see him.
It wasn't supposed to be.
Hey,
Like,
man.
it started at 10 a.m. We got there at 11. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like a couple hours. Like, it was like a mile, like, or a close to a half a mile line or something like that. It was really fucking.
I
long.
didn't know that shit was popping like
You
that.
got there.
Right?
You said,
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, like we gone like whoa, like it just kept going as we were driving up the fucking strip mall line. Or
Oh, I would have kept going.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
would've-
crazy.
Nah.
What?
imagine if you would got there at 10 o'clock when it started.
Right, like I should have got there fucking 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
The way it was
Yeah.
and everything.
You had the guy had enough time to.
But like I got pictures. Like he was real. Like we after so long and everything, I was there with my brother. My dad tried to stay with us, but he had to go to work. He was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." But we stayed in line. I got him to sign something for my dad and everything because he loves those movies too. And me and my brother got to see him and stuff. He was really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Like I told him to sign it as Chris Rock because that's like my dad's nickname or whatever. and he thought at first he thought it was actually Chris Rock. Like, wait, what? Like, you're like,
Yeah.
no, we're not.
Oh, he
doing
perked
that.
up.
Yeah,
then,
like-
and then he
Like,
deflated.
he was like, oh man. I was like, God damn. He was like, I was gonna say like, tell him to call me and everything. Like, yeah, we could work on something together. Or
Oh
something like
wow.
that. Yeah, no, it was, but no, he was really cool. We got a picture with him and stuff. It was, yeah. But other than that, yeah, just chill with the family and stuff.
Cool.
That's what's up.
It was like it was like a 7-hour, like, you know how you stand in line for haunted houses and there's like a bunch of like spooky people around trying to scare you.
Mm-hmm.
They did that as well at 11 o'clock in the morning and
On the
stuff.
side of the road.
Side. No, it was like in a little strip mall area and everything, so it wasn't that like side of the road or
It's on
whatever.
the side of the road somewhere.
Shut up.
Damn.
Getting spooked at 10 a.m.
What's wrong with you, boy?
But it was a fun.
you gotta get them when they're young. Let,
Whoa,
let these
move
kids
on.
let these kids know that they're nightmares. They're out in the daylight.
Yeah,
God.
sure, exactly. There's
Truly.
no escape.
Oh my gosh.
No
No,
escape.
that's cool. That's cool.
Mhm.
All right. I'm against my better judgment. Clarence, what about you?
Oh my god.
Oh, look.
You know what he does.
It's okay. It's okay. We drove down south to go visit some family down south.
Aw.
Where
South?
Mississippi.
Okay.
It was a 8-hour drive.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
About as long as I was in that line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But got to drive through a thunderstorm. Got to almost get run off the road by a flatbed pickup truck. The vendetta continues.
Okay.
Just hate those trucks.
Got to see some family I haven't seen in a long, long time.
That's nice, man. That's nice.
Yeah.
Real nice. That's
You had a good time?
That's about it. It's about as good a time as I could,
Okay. Yep.
oh man.
What's that double-edged?
Yeah.
You know,
I felt something there, but it's okay.
We're going to keep going.
there you go. Just move it right along. I had a
you?
pretty good weekend, man.
You did?
I had a pretty good weekend. Me and the girlies got together. It was somebody's birthday. You know,
Yeah,
with the
girly's
fat
birthday.
roses. So fun.
My man was filming himself on the Instagram stories.
And so much more off camera. Oh my god, I looked like a Colombian drug dealer. I was feeling it, bro. I was like, can we get the sombreros? I feel like every other table that had a birthday got to wear sombreros. We got nothing.
Of course.
So we demanded them. Oh man, Casamigos all night. It was awesome. It's amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a pretty good weekend. What about you?
It was good, man. Had a little cookout. Got burnt on the flat top grill yet again. Me and
Oh.
Flat. I'm 0 for 3.
Let me see it.
It's gone by now, but
Oh, okay.
It was a slight one. It wasn't a gigantic one, but I'm 0 for 3.
One day.
One day.
One day.
One day I'll be able to cook something without talking getting 3rd-degree burns.
We'll buy you a championship grill master belt.
Yeah, if you do that 1 year.
But other than that, my uncle came through with a mariachi. And it was a fun time.
Yeah, I saw the video on that.
Yeah,
Saw that too.
Cool.
yeah. I think me and my brother killed like a 12-pack of Corona of Modelo's.
Oh, that sounded like a whole ass day.
Yeah, we started early, and yeah, it was nice though.
Okay.
Very nice.
But yeah, we can get started on this topic, man. There's a couple things we want to talk about.
Just like how you was swimming in the alcohol, we had some other niggas swimming in the ocean.
Stop.
What is
Coming in hot.
What an implosive opening
Stop.
there.
So the headlines around the world.
Everyone's talking.
Oh my
about it.
God.
The billionaire, or I guess the
Billionaire.
Well, it was the
Some
submarine.
very wealthy people
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
were
the thing, though.
engaged in some very wealthy activities.
Was it wealthy though?
They wanted to spend
It had some
$250,000 to go in a tin can underwater and look at the Titanic through a digital screen, not with their own eyes, with a digital screen.
Ocean Gate. By the way.
It's not even a porthole.
I thought-
Oh,
It's a
I
TV
didn't-
screen.
I didn't. See,
nice.
More and more information keeps coming out about
Wait,
this, and it only makes it more.
Here's more information.
worse.
It's not even a tin can. Apparently, it's made out of carbon fiber.
Yes, glass.
Yeah. Apparently,
It's like glass.
No, and mind you, glass that was expired that he got on sale.
they said you can get
Glass
some of that shit.
expires.
Yeah, it does apparently.
Really?
Like it was
I don't know.
beyond its expiration date.
It was held together with rivets.
Yo, I heard you can get some of that shit at Home Depot.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
we got it from.
so
Equivalent anyway.
So apparently, a bunch of some rich people, with a kid, I guess,
Aw,
that's the worst part of it. Surely,
the 19-year-old.
they decided
Yeah,
to.
Daddy, please no. He said, quit being a bitch.
He
And
said,
he
yeah,
said,
quit
"Okay."
being a bitch. Come, live this rich lifestyle with me. So they went down there in this MacGyver project of a vessel, and either the reports are that they either knew, according to James Cameron, they either had some idea that it was about something was going wrong, and it was about to happen, or either it just straight up like imploded.
Apparently, the Navy, around the time that they lost contact with the fucking submarine, like the Navy heard the explosion far off in the water.
Yeah, so I was talking to my brother. Shout out to Arnold, who's an engineer, and he was telling me how he had read some stuff about how fast one of those could, anything at that far down can just implode into itself. They get a little crack. So the theory is that they banged against something,
it's over.
made a crack in the shell, in the hull, and it just
in.
Yeah,
they are
Instantly.
liquefied. They are.
Yeah, they wouldn't have felt anything. They wouldn't have even had time to even realize what was happening. It just would have been over in just less than a blink of an eye, which is morbidly, this whole situation is, it's morbidly, I don't want to say it's hilarious because lives were lost, but
That shit gets
it
really
is
funny.
it is a perfect 2023 calamity.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is extremely memeable,
Which, by the way, memes are going crazy.
They
sick.
The situation, everything around it is wild. From one of the kids, one of the guy's sons just going through a Blink-182 concert and posting it as his coping mechanism.
I followed that. Like he went to the concert, posted about it. Then he kept adding the fucking band members. Like, hey guys, I'm here. Hey guys, I'm the guy. I'm the guy that my dad's down there. Hey, I'm the guy. Then he kept shooting his shot at some fucking OnlyFans girls. Like, hey, like there was a girl's like sit on my. There was a girl's pictures like.
My man trying to get that pity pussy.
He was going so fucking hard, and then a whole bunch of shit started coming out about this guy. Like, he's been around, especially in the EDM space and everything. Like, he's a stalker and harasser. And he's been banned from any EDM concerts and whatever the fuck. It's bad.
Notorious.
He's
Just like that.
Infamous.
Yeah, and he's recently deleted his Twitter, thank God. But yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah,
dude.
because he just wouldn't stop.
What an insane story. Everyone's talking about, people at my job, this is the most I've heard about people watching the news of anything, because it's everyone's talking about it at my job. And I just became aware of it. I saw a meme from SpongeBob. If you see the submarine, something, it was supposed to be funny, but I had not seen it, so I'm like, what is this? And then literally I got filled in as the day went on. Everyone's talking about it. And like we said, it is morbidly funny, and in the fact it is memeable, and it's not even the craziest part of it. There's a real a bunch of people just died, drowned actually, and a bunch of migrants going to Spain.
Yeah, man, that was messed up, and
they
it could have been stopped.
Yeah, so it's and they didn't even I think it's almost 800 people.
There's 600 plus, yeah, for sure.
That actually drowned and died. I mean, everyone died in this case, but I mean
because
that's
they just watched
bigger.
it happen. They just watched it happen.
So it's that's sick. And this is the one that got all the coverage. Some assholes who should have known better, truly.
Mm-hmm. An episode of Jackass. It was just an episode
Straight
of
up,
Jackass.
an episode of Jackass where nobody stops him. It was sad. It's sad all around. Period.
Where are the orca when you need them?
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
they didn't stop that sub.
They
didn't stop that boat.
They would
have.
They wouldn't have stopped it. They would have just brought them even further down.
There was a meme I saw where it's trapped down there by the Titanic, and the narco sub rides above you, playing. He hears the Mexican music blaring.
I heard and I know I was watching some news from some guys I watch, and about the sub and everything. They were talking about how there are some people oh man, you can't be doing that. They're people are dead and whatever. You can't make memes about this. And they decided to do some research on the Titanic and how it only took a couple of days after the Titanic sunk before the news outlets started to make memes basically of that time about the Titanic. About they said did you know that you better start selling your boats and stuff because they're in hot commodity now since the Titanic went down because they didn't have enough.
I like that you're doing the old
me. Yeah, I'm trying.
The extra effort is appreciated, just so you know. But also, I'm not making the memes. I'm just sharing them.
That's true.
Because they're funny.
Someone gave me one that was of guy what happened to the submarine was Godzilla showed up and took it down. Just
stop.
No, I saw the one with the killer whales with the African crowns. It And then there was one where they were playing the Sonic Drowning music in the background.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was
I saw that one.
hilarious.
So wait, so what about orcas?
Yeah.
Them guys smart. They out there sinking ships.
So I've been following this for a while, actually.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for quite a minute.
James Cameron was right.
So a group of killer whales outside of the, I want to say it's the Strait of Gibraltar over there in Spain.
Yeah.
Are actively hunting and sinking sailboats. There's two theories to this. The original theory that everybody that they came up with was that due to overfishing, their food source is becoming scarce, and they put two and two together and have realized that the ships are competition in food, so they have started actively going after ships to sink their stuff. They are all apparently they are led by one whale who they have named Gladys, and Gladys gang stand up.
Stand up.
She is apparently orchestrating. I remembered. Orchestrating attacks on ships. The second theory is that she might have collided with a vessel, which left her traumatized.
Yeah.
And now she is just retaliating against everything she sees in the water.
She's retaliating, and she's teaching the youngs to
That's right.
and their ways and how to retaliate. What are the weak points of the vessels? and
If
stuff?
they had thumbs, we would be
it'd
dead.
be over.
It's already over. Wait until they start talking shit and other orca around the world start doing it. Just wait.
I can't wait.
That's not going to be a me problem. I don't have $400 to go on a cruise ship. That's never going to happen to me.
What are people gonna do when the orcas say stay out the water?
Shoot
They're
them.
gonna
You don't
shoot them. Yeah, we've done this before.
Yeah.
It was called whaling.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's true because like it's funny because they started in the water, they went on land, evolved into like a land creature, and then it's like this is boring, and so they went back in the water, evolved into because they had arms, they have hands and fingers underneath the flippers.
Yeah, whales. A lot of
Yeah.
sea
were-
mammals do.
Really?
Yeah, they were land creatures before they went back.
Some of them still have like feet muscles in their fins.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
And now you know.
And they are super intelligent, and
Yeah.
I can't wait. I love hearing about this. It's an insane just thought process that animals are retaliating back against us.
Nature finds a way.
Well,
Nature fights back.
And they're being so gentle with it. They're not like destroying the whole boat. Just the thing that makes it move.
And the wonderful thing is that they're protected. So like they can't technically they can't be touched. Like without it being
Yeah.
Let them sink the wrong ship.
Yeah.
You know, there's zero regulation on big fishing. Who's gonna go out there and tattle?
Truly. And if we had like a reason to, want to fight back.
Wait till America finds out you can run cars on whale oil again.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be an interesting timeline to be in. 100%.
Orcas need to be freed.
Yeah.
We're
Truly.
gonna have guerrilla warfare with orcas. They're gonna hit and run in the water. We can't chase them.
It would be really scary to get in the tub.
But this is great. Like it's part of their nature anyway, because like orca are assholes and like naturally, like towards everything else in nature when it comes to like seals to
They're an apex predator.
We ain't finna CNN these orca because they black. What you talk about? They're assholes.
There are assholes.
How?
Okay, they play with their food. They're
Who
horrible.
doesn't?
Yeah. I
don't. Do you not just eat your food?
No,
that's
I like,
boring.
I
Oh, you
like to bounce it off walls.
Sometimes my French fries are having little karate fights.
Absolutely.
Oh my god!
I'll
remember that.
I like to put my chicken nuggets on a floatable plate.
Yeah, you do.
Go underneath and tail whip them.
If I have my cocktail umbrella, I pretend that my chicken strips are walking the plank. Okay,
Stop it.
My cakes.
and they go right into the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
The layered cakes talk to me. I can open them like mouths. So we have.
Stop it.
Oh, my nose! My nose is going there.
Why are they British?
Because why would they? It's a cake. It's a fucking layer cake.
Are
Daniel
you-
Craig's greatest movie.
Are you calling them cream puffs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically, yeah.
Speaking of water
yes.
stuff, One Piece.
Yeah,
got a
water stuff.
One Piece, motherfucking One Piece.
Motherfucking One Piece got a trailer.
Oh shit! Little teaser.
Thought we could leave the ocean. The Great Blue.
The great. We're not in the Great Blue. Not yet.
It is a great blue, right?
I think.
I don't know if this trailer is good or bad. I don't know anything about One Piece, but it looks good.
It looks really pretty. It looks really. It's worrisome though.
It looks
Luffy is worrisome. Like that.
Luffy, David Martinez.
Look, nothing against the actor, but this is his delivery of those lines. I'm just like,
What do you want to be more white?
I want him to be
How
not
does Luffy,
existent.
how does Luffy talk? That is not. It's just not going to translate.
It's not,
well.
bro.
Exactly. I'm against this entirely.
But
I don't
it's-
want any
it's
of this.
happening.
But it's here. But it's here.
The fucking series isn't
But
over
it's
yet.
here.
Let it happen.
No. Look, but I am like I'm curious. I'm morbidly curious about like where we're going with this or how it's gonna look, because I think I've told you guys, like, it just looks like one of those machinima IGN fake trailers. Like I don't know how a full episode is gonna look at all, and there's 8 of them.
Beautiful.
And this
How much money did they
beautiful.
spend on these?
$18 million an episode.
Whew, that's world hunger.
Game of Thrones could never.
Never.
No, Game of Thrones.
They don't need to.
They
They just need to show carnage and blood a few more times. And
Yeah.
never
incest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more incest.
A lot more incest.
Way more.
You think there's not carnage and blood in One Piece? Ain't no incest though. So I guess we got that
Not
one
yet.
against us.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You just get all the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's just as bad. No, but I don't know. It looks.
Yeah,
It looks like.
It looks like a
something-
labor of love.
It does.
looks really. It's almost one for one sometimes of the anime, which is what's worrisome.
That is what's worrisome. Just like it kind of gave me like, not entirely, like I said, it's goofy, but not as goofy as Cowboy Bebop when that trailer came out.
That shit was corny.
And like how it was trying to be so one for one, but it went overboard, missed the mark.
Yeah.
Luckily, One Piece is so goofy that they could go goofy and it's natural.
Yeah, I think as long as they don't lean entirely into the anime, like dialogue deliveries, the corniness that Cowboy Bebop tried to put in, like the quirky little anime things that only work in anime.
Yeah.
And even when I see those in anime, I kind of cringe.
right.
Like it's like, but
Like,
it
all of it.
belongs in that space.
it's anime. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like
As long as they don't do that, I think it'll be a good run. I gotta support La Raza. I don't know. It looks good.
I don't. It look, yeah, it's good.
We gotta lean in roll, man. I gotta take what we get.
Yeah.
That's right.
Look. Oda said that he will not. He won't let this be released until he's happy
Sure.
and his check is fat.
There it is.
So
there it
there-
is.
That's the bottom line right there.
So
He said, "I think this looks really good."
What,
this time."
finding that
Yeah.
money?
This is just. It's just not heavy enough. You know, it's just not heavy
bag is
enough.
not heavy.
That's the big ass stack of money. Whoo! There's that final draft.
All right,
That's
you-
final draft worthy.
okay, you can release the teaser now. I'm happy. Go ahead, do it. And not only they are also doing a double hitter, because not only did they release the teaser for this, but they also showed the screenshots from the Avatar movie, or the Avatar show.
Yeah.
Yeah, another live action.
Casting came out.
Yeah,
It looks. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it looks as good as it could look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more.
Yep.
I'm a little bit more excited for Avatar than I am for One Piece, because I don't know anything about One Piece, obviously, but
Yeah, that's part.
yeah. But the point I'm making is that
I want him to watch it blind.
I do want to see it. Like
yeah.
I do want to see
It's
it.
made for him.
But the point I'm making is that like I do see pretty later on that they get like crazy, and like I mean like crazy with their designs, crazy with their fight scenes.
they do,
It's
yeah.
like how far can we chase down this road
This live action
with this? Yeah,
Yeah.
like I do
Yeah.
worry about that, because that whatever that stretch punch, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Well, guess what? Guess what?
I know.
Just wait.
That's
until you-
all of it.
Just
I
wait
know.
until you see the gum rain, the gum
my God.
storm.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
I'm already-
You gonna get Gatling?
Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna look like.
I can only imagine
Gum Gatling.
it's gonna either look really good or
It's not gonna look
really
good. It's not gonna look good. It's destined to not look good.
I
It
actually,
can't look good.
when it comes to the back to Avatar, I actually want your opinion on this and everything, because I'm not sure if I'm being too nitpicky, right?
yes.
You are.
100.
I just-
Easy done.
Look,
Move on.
look.
No, go away.
Look, I know I am gonna say, like, I'm most likely, because I think I said the same thing when it came to the Lilo and Stitch. Look, Sokka and Katara, they look a little light.
What? I mean, they do.
Well, I think Sokka is. I think he lied on his job application.
He
to get
did.
a job.
He did. He did lie. He lied on his job application. There was a big uproar on it, but he's still there. So,
Well,
you go.
yeah. I mean, unfortunately, yeah. We have. That's just what they're gonna do. They don't want dark skin anything.
but like, and so should like,
unfortunately,
is it? Are we like? should I just like personally? What you guys saying? Like, should we just stop complaining? Like,
No.
because they always seem to go like they are indigenous, but they're just not what is depicted in the things they're trying to portray in these films and everything.
Like Prey.
Like we got Nami, and she is indigenous, but she's not Nami in the skin tone. We got Katara and Sokka. They are, well, one of them is indigenous, but they're both my complexion.
That is the.
This is a sad truth. Like,
Well,
I mean,
you should be happy that they're your complexion in the first place.
No,
that's just the Hollywood way, and the production way, the showbiz way. They always, if they have to go grab the minority hire, they get the lightest one they can.
Right, because colorism, and
yeah, like it's just because like they're the same complexion as Aang.
Yeah,
like
sure.
and in the show they're clearly not.
yeah,
But
completely.
but still, yeah,
Like
it is
sucks.
nitpicky right now.
Colorism
because-
is trash, and
It is.
and it's just it's a pervasive thing, and it's in our culture and everything. It's why everyone the faithful 300 people that screed every time they make Sunfire a little lighter. Every issue of X-Men. What's Homeboy's name? Sunspot.
yeah, Roberto da Costa.
Yeah, every time they make Roberto just a shade lighter, they screed.
Yeah.
Thankful to those people and the people who keep doing this. Don't stop. Like they need to know that what they're doing is wrong, but at the end of the day, they still make the final say, and they're going to do what they're going to do. Unfortunately, so we just have to keep hoping that creators from those backgrounds get to be in those spaces to make those shows because they'll pay attention to shit like that. And until then, it's
but beyond that, at least they're not white. Just
for now.
But and this is a big but and then like besides like the colorism argument or thing, like everything else looks great. Like everything, it looks fantastic. We don't have any footage yet on like One Piece and everything, but it looks good direction so far, at least in the look.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It's not M. Night Shyamalan.
No,
right.
So
we don't know that.
I mean, have you seen Sokka? He's not Indian.
If you just take the screenshots from M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar, you can sell it too.
No.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you could. I see what he's getting at because, I mean, if you just take stills from certain stills from the movie, all right.
I want to take the one when the like five earthbenders are moving
a
that
whole
one rock
symphony to move a symbol pebble.
Simple pebble across the screen.
My gosh.
That pain.
And then
pain.
fucking firebenders needed a source of fire in order to do their firebending, but somehow they took over the world.
We just gotta wait until these live action adaptations of already successful animation projects come out.
Like Kraven?
Kraven.
Like Kraven.
Oh man, that movie looks bad already.
Yo, White Panther looks sick, yo.
Didn't
Panther
we
looks
just
crazy.
bully Sony Entertainment by re-releasing Morbius and going, "Hi, you dumb bitch,
But
we don't want to see this."
the thing
and
is-
they give it to us more.
But yeah, we do.
The thing is,
this is different.
Sony. This is a vendetta against Disney. They don't care. They're going full steam ahead with this universe. We're getting this, guys, and don't forget, we're getting what's that Madam Spider, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Madam Web.
Yeah,
We
Madam
all
Web.
need that.
Yeah, and then we're giving Silver Stable or whatever the fuck.
Sony,
I want to see that though.
Sony has so much money that they're just gonna keep dropping petty bullshit ass movies to keep the Spider-Man rights.
And they're dangling
the
right in front
rest
of
of
our.
time.
You want this? You
Yep.
want this? Oh,
They're gonna give you just enough
Yeah.
to where you're gonna be like, all right,
Yeah.
and then go see and then the next one, and you're gonna talk about the next one. And
You're
then,
just using Spider-Man. You're not making anything else. Oh, just you wait.
You bastards. But he's right. He's right because they're trying a little harder the more they get to keep
Are
doing
they?
it. Like little by little. Like the Normans who went to see Cocaine Bear and Transformers and all that shit, this is top drawer for them. It already looks like it's top drawer for those people.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna see it because it looks like pure dog shit, and I need to be a part of it.
it's wild. They showed the entire
The whole movie, just like Gran
in the
Turismo,
trailer.
the whole thing.
There's not much in any of these films.
It's all gore,
Yeah.
running, and abs.
Yeah. Did you see my abs from Sideway? What about front on? What about my bicep? No, dude, this white man looks intense, and I'm down for it. He's been fucking his 40-year-old wife good because my man's in great shape.
Oh yeah, you brought that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, a 56-year-old wife a lot because he's cut the fuck up.
Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference when they get powers in Africa? All right, when we have the Black Panther, you know, super intelligent, high technocrat state, you know, all that stuff. When he gets it, when they get it. Savages,
straight to the source,
biting noses off.
Yeah, you know what? But this is what they wanted, though. You know how all the memes about like what if Black Panther was a white guy? Here it is, yo.
This is
we are
White
here.
Panther.
We have arrived. We are all gonna, and I know you're all gonna see it because this is what you've been asking.
Listen,
You've never read a Kraven comic.
listen. I want to go to Africa and get some lion blood in me.
Me too.
Yeah, if that's all it takes. Yep. Let's go.
And he became
Listen.
Syphilis be down.
They took Kraven, which like I don't know anything about Kraven. I just recently from Jamal, he told me that he was Russian. I thought he was ambiguously anything.
Nope.
Really,
He is a Russian.
Yeah, he's
just a ripped fucking
Man.
guy. As far as I know, he has no actual powers. He's just fucking
He's
jacked.
just ripped and makes animals
He's feral.
listen to him.
He's just feral.
like he became a warg. Like in fucking Game of Thrones, like how he can like, you know,
Yeah.
put your visions in different animals and stuff.
it's the lion's mane.
Don't use them weird
It's the lion's
nerd
mane.
terms.
No,
it's lion's mane.
When he puts that mane on, I want it just like the cartoon. Then it has the mane back here, and it has the lion eyes coming down his chest.
That's right.
I want the lion
Right,
eyes.
that's-
That shit's so sick.
I want the
They-
lion eyes to move.
Me too.
Just like-
I want it to. I know it's not a lion noise, but I want it to make the cheetah sound when he first shows it. Like, oh yeah. I want to hear it. I want to hear
Jaguar.
it. Yeah, jaguar. There you go. I want that sound.
Cheetahs are bitches. They chirp.
Hey,
Ew.
I will give them one thing for this.
shut up.
It's the truth.
Like this is the first time that we've actually seen a depiction of one of these like Sony like Spider-Man villains actually called a villain instead of like, oh, he's an anti-hero.
Maybe
Or
he is. Yeah,
Yeah, but-
Morbius was.
Morbius was like, he's kind of good, but he's kind of bad. But no,
he's kind of terrible.
no,
You know,
like
hold on. Spider-Man fans should wake up every morning and thank Willem Dafoe because
Truly.
they're just waiting to touch Green Goblin again. They're waiting, and you know what? I can't wait to get him with waves.
I
I
can't. However, I do have to add they also have to, they have to thank Alfred Molina too.
That's right.
And
yes.
honestly, at this point, the further we go down the line, you can include Jamie Foxx onto that little trio as well. Like because those three were top drawer at this point because they're just getting truly the bottom of the barrel right now. But like the rhino, listen, leave the rhino alone. Leave him alone. He's given enough.
No.
He's
Okay,
given enough.
at least he's not a robot. This
No, this is worse. He doesn't.
is it?
This is worse.
This is way worse.
Because at least the robot was a suit.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Something you could take off, like
No,
at some point.
we're doing
or put
take it
on.
off. You can take it off. At will.
Look, we're doing the video games. Remember Amazing Spider-Man, the video game, and they were
This
doing
isn't
organic
Amazing Spider-Man.
villains.
This isn't that.
the organic. Yes, it is.
Oh, right. Because his eyes go yellow. That kind of
Yeah.
got me with that. I hate that. I hate
You want to
how
know
much
why
I
he's
like
called the
that.
Rhino?
I don't.
Do you wanna know
but
why?
They're gonna show me.
Because he's hard.
Because he's got his big cork. He's like, my rhino horn cork.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
And it's guess what? It's
we gotta
black.
go. We gotta go.
Big black rhino.
Oh my
cork.
god! Stop it.
Sorry, all right, continue.
What is he doing?
I don't know why he did it so many
Three times.
Yeah.
It was very. When you heard it in
Right
Game
now.
of Thrones with those thick accents,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
it's like that. It's like that. Why you
sharp.
did it 3
And
times?
he kept-
Very sharp. Cause
And
right
he
through
kept
there.
going, hoping that he would get it right, just like Transformers.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Wait, what are we talking about? Transformers.
Yeah, the new Transformers movie. Did we all see it?
I saw it.
No. I'm not fucking.
Okay,
It's okay. You did.
So I guess
did-
we're having a conversation here, man.
No, I saw it. I saw it. And you did see it. We saw the third movie. It's basically that one.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
but it's different.
Is it? It's worse.
I
Yeah.
didn't see the third movie. I haven't seen Transformers in the second movie.
These
I
movies.
turned off that second movie and I was like,
You should have.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, they don't
that
like
was the right
Transformers.
choice.
They don't
That
like
was-
you.
So it's
anyone.
actually it's for the best because remember the second movie? They took that concept and gave it to Pete Davidson.
Yeah, do you like Pete Davidson? Because he's all over this new Transformers, dude. He's like everywhere. And honestly, the reason why we're even talking about GIJoe or Transformers to begin with is because they're getting a lot of money together, and they're about to be in everything. They're literally in everything. They're even in our damn comics. That one of the comics we're reviewing.
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. So what is this news? Because you sent them in there. I didn't have a chance to read the article. So they're going to be sharing a universe together?
yes.
Okay.
Now, I hope that it's not James Gunnsian. They are not connected in any way. But not only is there a push for the films, Transformers and GIJoe. GIJoe was teased at the
Spoiler.
end.
I don't give a shit. Wait, GIJoe Street tease at the end of the.
Yes, at the very end of this Transformers movie.
And I cannot. I'll get to it in the review, but no. We'll get to it later. It was teased in there. And so apparently they're in business together. They need to compete with the Marvels and the DCs. So they got to link up. They got to shake hands, and they're coming together in films and comics.
It's time for Hasbro to roll those sleeves up again and keep milking these franchises they
Straight
own.
up. Since it's proven that milking them separately is just not
good enough.
Megatron is going to blow his head off when he's got Cobra Commander and Starscream high pitching right on either side of him.
You listen to me, you fool. Nah. Get over here. It is.
I feel bad for Megatron.
Honestly, Megatron's. No, that would be a spoiler for the movie, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
I can't wait to talk about that. I was grinding my fucking teeth.
Let it go. 'Cause
No!
Truly, they've left us behind in a world that
Yeah.
is so foreign to us. It's not even a problem.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's just not for us. My niece loved it. She loved
As
that
she
movie.
should. It was designed-
It was for her.
It was. It was.
And so this is gonna evolve into a shared universe through multiple media sources, and well,
Yeah.
What's more American than an army soldier riding in a big rig truck?
Absolutely nothing.
I guess.
We're talking about multiple, just from the comic books angle. Really kind of excited. They kind of got me in. It's Daniel Warren Johnson writing. And if you're not familiar,
Wait.
If you're not familiar with
Jurassic-
Daniel Warren Johnson,
Jurassic
he wrote that.
League.
he did Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, Extremity, do a power bomb.
yep.
That
So
guy.
he knows how to have fun.
Okay.
So it's his
I'm excited for that.
guys. He's doing classic designs.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, no more Optimus Prime lip.
No more mutilation.
no more. I'll kill you.
Yeah, I'll murder you.
I'll murder you.
I am a cold, hard killer.
A true psychopath.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it looks really, really damn good.
Are there like pictures of it?
There's promo art already.
Promo, okay.
He's posting it.
I'll put that up.
Skybound's posting it.
Is he doing his own art too?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's writing,
okay.
drawing.
We're on it.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be a good time.
That's
You finna roll out.
Already sold. And then some GIJoe independents are coming, like Cobra Commander #1 and Duke #1. I don't think he's writing those, but these are connected together.
Okay.
So
it's
yeah,
alright.
these two are.
G.I. Joe is getting the uplift here by the big bots.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
they're the ones who
he's
need
the
it,
plus
yeah.
one. GIJoe, we've learned from Snake Eyes that they cannot stand on their own two legs.
To be fair, that movie was bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like they can't stand on their. Do you think they wanted to make that? I mean, maybe they did.
No,
Yeah.
but they looked
I
at
think they did.
they looked at the statistics like who's our most popular character? Obviously Snake Eyes.
Snake
Eyes. So we need to make him, but he doesn't talk. Well, we'll make him talk, and we give him a whole origin story and everything,
And
It'll
make
be
him the
good.
villain.
And make him the villain.
Which truly,
I forgot.
Yeah,
how
he-
many innocent people he killed.
my God.
because of his mistakes.
In the lies he told,
Yeah,
he
he-
could have avoided so much of it. Never mind. This is not.
That's
a
why
Snake
he
Eyes
doesn't
review.
speak anymore.
He shouldn't.
All he does
because-
is tell lies.
But yeah, I don't know about the film universe per se. I just need to see the cast before I start.
Yeah.
Because if they cast the Joes just right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being that bitch. I'm
Well,
being
how
there.
did they cast them wrong?
They can. This is
Without
the
being
Transformers.
egregious.
John Cena for Duke. Let's roll.
Yes, please.
Oh
And
yeah, that's a given. It has to be. They need him.
I
Michael Cera for Cobra Commander.
Mike.
You know what? That'd be actually really, really sick.
No.
Cobra.
No. No.
Cobra.
No. No, Michael Cera.
Come on, guys.
Not
Come on,
really.
Come on.
No,
No.
He has to have the little voice modulator the
Stop
whole
it.
time, and then they uppercut him, and the helmet comes off, and then bam, it's Michael Cera.
I tried.
But no one see Michael Cera in like 2 years, so he's like jacked, but like only the way Michael Cera can be. So he gained like 15 pounds of muscle.
Right.
He's like nerd jacked.
Nerd.
Yeah, like that one dude in Guardians
Yeah.
that we just forgot about. Like, oh hey, he's jacked. Okay.
Turn-
Yeah.
Oh no, not Batista big.
Never.
That'd be
speaking
scary.
Of Batista big. Nintendo
Whoa.
came out with a with this month's direct, and it was beefy. I was really excited.
Yo, it made me happy to have a Switch again. All right, this thing
Yeah.
has, this bitch got dust on it. I have nothing to play that I really care for, and then they showed me a new Mario game. I'm a sucker.
excuse me, Clarence. You said that you would play Breath of the Wild. Why aren't you? You could play that anytime you want. Or Tears. So what do you mean?
So Daisy's a playable character in this new Mario game coming.
Oh my god!
No. Let's start off with the one that got me hooked. First of all, was the remake of
Super Mario RPG.
Super Mario RPG. It
That's
looks
right.
beautiful.
And you know what? Like it was summoned through the ether. I've been singing the praises recently of Mario RPG, saying it's low key one of the best RPGs
It's
franchise
great.
out there.
Yeah.
It really is. Untouched, unmatched, great. It's so corny, it's great. I love the dialogue. They're puns. They make you rub your forehead in anger because they're so good.
So the remasters looking fantastic, and then on top of that, a new announcement for a whole new Peach game, which is going to be leading the entire thing. Which that's exciting.
I am wondering what that is because they kind of just showed us she's on a stage, and then my head first went to, is it going to be a rhythm game?
No, I think it's going to be a platformer.
No, I hope it's a platform, but I just hope they don't steer towards like
They're not going to do rhythm games again.
Are you sure?
They did Mario DDR once. They haven't done anything like it ever again.
Yeah, Just Dance is paying those bills.
I'm not gonna discharge like Donkey Konga.
Yeah, what are you
Donkey
doing?
Kong Jungle Beat, but that was all on the GameCube.
Yeah, and Just Dance is paying those bills for that right now.
True.
They keep dropping just fucking expansion after expansion. Who is buying this?
They out there, man. They out there.
I'll tell you what.
Who gets home from work and says, "You know what I want to do?
The same
Stop."
the same people who said Morbius was a good movie.
Yeah.
My mother.
I don't know who. My mother too. Absolutely.
You're right.
Yeah. Truly.
She was like, I love Morbius.
Yeah. Morbius was awesome. I love him. He's great.
I'm morbing out.
Oh no. Gosh. I don't know who, but I'll tell
Happy
you what.
Morbus Day.
Yeah. Happy Morbus Day.
Morbus
He, our Lord.
Okay, like I watched the direct, honestly, like I'm happy for you guys. Honestly, I couldn't really, besides like the Super Mario RPG, I am very interested in playing.
And there's a whole new Mario too.
Yeah,
Where it turns into an elephant. God, get out.
I don't care.
Nothing pleases me.
Nothing.
Pack your shit. Get out.
You know who's not being pleased?
Who?
Chris.
Us people who are waiting for Metroid Prime fucking 4.
Yeah,
It's been a
exactly.
decade.
Yeah, like I heard all the predictions. I heard Metro Prime 4. I heard fucking Chrono Trigger. I heard all these goddamn predictions, and none of them showed up. Pikmin 4 did though. Who gives a fuck?
What? You don't like Pikmin 4?
You ain't trying to pick weeds.
No.
Weeds with legs.
No. Okay, why they always trying to give me the fucking farm? Okay, how many fucking farms? There's so.
There were a lot of farming simulators.
Yeah, there were, man.
Why is it?
I will say that free to play MMO farming simulator
does
look
look
kind of
cool.
hot.
That looks
kind of hot.
That looks kind of cool.
Dude, the second I plant some strawberries and they say, "Hey, man, you didn't buy the premium currency, so you can only plant 5 strawberries." Turn that shit off.
You can go out and hunt.
Exactly.
Oh my God, you guys.
You can only hunt rabbits and squirrels until you buy the Fox expansion.
Yep, exactly.
Well,
Give us your money.
They're teaching us for the future.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like you better get ready.
So one day we'll be prepared to finish our own crops.
Those farm games be chill. They be mad chill. I swear to God. If you never played one, get a couple of people, sit down, and you just time coasts.
Oh,
I played Death Stranding. I'm in the sauce. I'm in the soup. I know what time it is.
I like how like at the very end I was waiting for something, and then first they talked about tears. I'm like, oh, some tears, something. It's so soon, and then I was like, thank you guys for buying the game. Also, we have amiibos coming out. That's it.
Who?
Exactly. It was like
Somebody was excited.
Somebody was excited for that. I know, especially for that gigantic fucking Ganondorf one.
Hey, Ganondorf out here stealing.
Thick as fuck.
Imagine the frenzy that the pop collectors would be in if they could like scan the QR codes in the pop collections and get something from.
That would be really cool, actually.
That's why amiibos are hot.
It's true. It's right. I'm still waiting for the Sora amiibo.
Keep waiting.
I will be getting that, but yeah, whenever that happens. But yeah, that was the direct.
Can you tell I haven't watched the direct?
I was gonna say like you say.
What was your favorite part?
When it was over,
all of it, with the part with Mario. Yeah,
you know you're not wrong, Mario.
You were so well disguised. I thought you were a Skrull when you gave that performance.
The one
he
thing
loves us.
The one thing the internet taught me was that like it literally 20 seconds after the fucking direct was over, there was already 22 results for porn for the Elephant Mario.
Just 22?
Just Jesus. 22 so far.
Give it time.
Oh yeah, no,
it'll be 22,000.
How much? It's been a day. Come on, get these numbers up.
Get these numbers up. You're just unimpressed.
Be careful what you ask for because eventually it's gonna find its way to you.
I'm just here to stir the pot. I wish to take no course in any repercussions.
That pot don't need stirring, bro.
He's right. Absolutely right.
I mean, was Mario as an elephant seeing giant Mario elephant dick? Is that on your bingo card for this year? Because you better saddle up, buddy. It's going to come across eventually.
Yep, it's there. It's in the ether.
All right.
You better get that block button hot.
Well, that's presumptuous that I would want to block it.
Oh.
Come
Whoa,
on.
okay. God
Oh,
damn.
well, proceed, my king.
I don't know. I have no idea. No giant Mario cocks.
You know
Please.
who else didn't have any idea? Disney had no idea that people would be upset that they used AI art.
Is that like okay? So yeah, Marvel's Secret Invasion. Because I
Yeah.
watched the first. Did anybody watch it?
No.
I
did
watched the
not.
first episode.
Oh, yeah,
I watched
how
it.
was it?
I'm not gonna lie. I have to watch it in a different headspace because at the end of the day, I did not care.
Yo, me too. And I think I was in the best space,
I was gonna say,
to
wait.
watch it. I was like, oh shit, this came out. Damn, all right.
You had been waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not.
And, dude,
I'm sorry.
15 minutes later, instantly I was.
Yeah. I say,
I thought one.
damn. Let me turn on some
That-
porn.
I have to say one.
That
I didn't
beard
think,
looks so fake on Nick Fury. You
Bro,
could do
oh,
better.
no.
I don't know why they let him make. Okay, so just I want to say either late last year or somewhere around this year, there was a Marvel Snap commercial, like that stupid ass game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury
Hey,
walked
chill,
in the
chill. That
room.
game's great. Chill.
I'm not saying no bullshit. I'm not speaking bad on it. I'm just saying in this commercial, Nick Fury shows up dressed in black leather, shield, whatever.
Yeah.
Like Nick Fury, you know what I mean? And that was a commercial. In this show, he's a bum
looking for a sandwich.
He's a fucking bum. He's getting kidnapped on the streets by random people who we've never heard of until now, but are somehow like the spy masters of whatever. I don't know, dude. It's the energy's not there, and when that thing happened at the end, I just could not care less
At all.
Why
At
the
all.
fuck? Like, I'm sorry. You
Saw it coming from a mile away. 20 minutes ago. Saw it coming.
And honestly, I was like, just do it now. Honestly, you don't need to wait to the end of the episode. Truly, you could not have done anything with this character over the 20 fucking years you had that name, and you could have knowing who she is, and you just didn't. So go ahead, like you could have done it at the opening, if honestly.
For all I care.
Truly.
Could have did it in the AI credits.
Could have did it, which by the way, it's not the biggest deal. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, should they have like? They're just not doing it to.
Okay, but hold on. Before you say anything, because I think it won't be smart.
Tell me.
Because they have their whole strike and people are talking about visual effects in movies.
Yeah.
This is the end result of that. So instead of paying and giving the visual effects teams what they're supposed to have and their due respect, they're going to use AI.
Well-
so do you want your effects to look like that? You saw that intro. Do you want that? Do you want more of that?
I don't want that, but also who's watching the intro?
To their defense, they did say they were still made with the direction of VFX artists and everything, but they just allowed them to use the AI
Right, because
generator.
wasn't it
That
to
should-
make it look like that on purpose or whatever?
I was gonna say
They don't have a choice.
Like a way, no, but I mean, like it kind of adds to the mystique of like, oh, they're blending in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so, and I see people like just. I feel like should they do it? Probably not. But I also feel like because it has AI attached to it and AI is rightfully associated as bad, people are just like pretending
Yeah.
to be super
Yeah.
mad about it.
It was a
when-
little tone deaf moment. That's all.
Sure, but in a series that nobody asked for and that nobody cares about, and you're sitting here telling me you're really mad about like the credits, like just I don't know.
And the thing
Be
is,
mad about the actual show.
like I said, I haven't seen
Right,
it.
please.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw some of the pictures of the AI, and it looked like it matched the theme of the show. Now, my rebuttal to that is, if when I make a beat, use a drum loop, is that cheating? But if I do it on every single one, that's when it becomes an issue. I think AI can be used as a tool,
Yeah.
and
sure.
No,
when
it
used
is.
sparingly, it can be acceptable. I think right now we're in a hot topic of everybody being angry at AI or the uses of AI. They're not really seeing it as a tool. They're seeing it as a cop out.
No, they're seeing
a
it as a
replacement.
tool. The problem with the tool is that it needs to be trained. And the way you train it is you steal other artists' work to train it.
Or you feed art to it that you made yourself, and they blend.
Yeah,
it.
you can do it, but no one's doing that.
But
Right,
then,
right.
and then I'm sorry.
Go no, you
Like,
please go ahead. Go ahead.
And my only thing to that is that like it's not even just like the tool in general. Like I agree. Like no matter what, it's still just a tool, right? It's something that is an addition to things, just like how video editing with Photoshop and everything. It's a tool and everything, and it doesn't discredit any artist for using it or whatever. The problem is like companies as cold and as like cutting corners that they like to do with this, they are in talks. That's why like they are thinking about using this to replace people.
Yeah.
Like they are legitimately in talks. That's what the writer talks is about. Like it's literally about them just generating fucking scripts for them and that be it. To see how much they can get away with it until they don't really need all these artists anymore. That's why they want to get paid. That's why the writer strike even began, because they get in talks of that. And now it's in the fucking art space, especially with these big companies and everything, like with Disney. And it's just getting so blatant. Like, how far do we go before they start just like, it becomes just like, oh, it's just like generated from these like.
And I want to be clear, but before I'm sorry, I want to be clear. Like I'm 100% like we shouldn't be. This is bad. It is just a tool, but like they're using it in a way that it just, you know, they're trying to push artists out the way so they don't have to pay them. But the reality in our capitalistic society, in our world right now, is they're not paying the artists now. All that shit that you see in when they roll the Marvel credits and you see all those those people, the people who drew those pages, they
$5.
They're barely getting paid shit now. And before we had the strike and before all this shit. So it's like, I really do think this is a great cause to get behind. And I'm truly behind all of it. But like, miss me with we're mad at the Marvel opening for Fury about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are hotter points of conversion than this fucking show. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing, to play devil's advocate, if I'm an exec and I see Fast and the Furious make X amount of money with this script, I'm letting AI do it because I don't have to pay you to write the bullshit that just made a bunch of fucking money.
Fuck yeah. Made payout, baby. Made bang. Fuck.
Like, why would I pay somebody have her X amount of money to write that bullshit that an AI can
Yeah.
Explosions.
I didn't have to get out of bed. There you go. Dominic like believes in God. Boom. The car makes it through.
Those visual effects still look better than the Flash did, though.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Barry, come back to your universe, okay? Chill out,
fast.
okay? You're gonna save your mom, all right?
They took her from me.
I do want to touch on the Flash right now, not on the movie, but I do want to. I want to talk on the opening weekend. The Flash, now as everybody knows, fucking bombed.
Now we can talk about the opening and the second opening weekend.
Yeah,
it's bad out here. Like,
I feel like we're not done shitting on Secret Invasion though.
You know what? Everything they're saying is true. It's not good. It's not interesting. If anybody tells you it is, they're probably caught up in the sauce.
You talk about the Secret Invasion?
Yeah, Secret Invasion.
I thought it was supposed to be a movie.
I hoped it was. That actually. No, actually, that wouldn't have been better.
I have a
don't know how you
confession about
could
it,
have
though.
made it better. What?
I'm an Emilia Clarke fan, so I'm going to watch it regardless.
Yeah, same.
Get off her dick.
There's only one Khaleesi.
Make me.
She is my Khaleesi.
True.
Nah, you stuck. Sorry. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, watch it fucking Terminator then. Watch it.
I did.
Fucking,
Ugh. Yeah.
yeah, watch Genesis again.
I did.
You know, okay, fine. Okay,
I told you what I am.
I will say.
You're challenging it.
I will say Genesis. She looked amazing. That's like Sarah Connor looked.
She
great.
can't help it.
Thank you for saying it the correct way.
Yeah, that's how they spelled it. Why wouldn't I say it like that? Genesis. Anyway. I don't know how we got on that.
Look what Emilia Clarke does to people.
Yeah, sure. Like honestly, yeah, the series I'm glad that there's only 5 left, honestly, because I don't see how they're going to spice it up if they're going to keep doing Old Man still has new tricks. There's an FX show that I'm refusing to watch that is called The Old Man. That is literally just from the first episode, a lot more Nick Fury than what I just saw. And that is crazy. Like, I don't like how Winter Soldier... the Falcon and Winter Soldier was a lot more Nick Fury's spy world than what I'm getting right now. Or at least the more exciting parts of it.
If they're trying to blend in, why are they terrorists?
I just don't know. And also,
if they're trying to be incognito.
And also, if you're going to be incognito, why would you make... I mean, I know why they did it, because, you know, we have to pay an actor to be a person. But, like, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm going to blend in, but once you know what I look like, I'm going to keep turning into this same person and having conversations with you.
That would have been sick if they had a different actor.
Yeah,
play every
that would have been the
episode.
smart
Oh,
way.
that would have been so cool.
But then you would have had to play it smart and only have 4 and not a whole fucking whatever they're doing right now. And also, you didn't have to bring Homeboy back. Ben Mendelsohn, I love him. He's great.
Who that?
The British dude, Nick Fury's friend.
You see how there's these shield agents that you don't know about and you don't care about?
Are you Coulson?
No, I mean the dude. He was the dude in the movie. He was the Skrull, the good Skrull in Captain Marvel. The British.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah.
He's a great actor. He's a terrific actor, but I just feel like the series has one old guy too many. And unfortunately, he's not Nick Fury, so he can go. I feel like they got a lot on the plate, and none of it's really hot right now.
Just wondering.
That's all I got.
Does it has any sort of like connection of when Nick Fury was in space?
Yeah, they opened with him coming back.
Oh,
just to deal with this specific problem.
Oh, okay.
Because they needed him to do it.
All right.
By sitting down with a gun in his hand the entire show.
Yeah. Oh.
I just, whatever.
Anyway, let's go back to something else that was also disappointing. And, or I don't know, disappointing for at least James Cameron and all of DC, Warner Brothers and everything. Fucking Flash has been completely just bombing immensely in the box office.
And the excuses rolled out immediately.
Only like DC do. DC do.
Screen Rant went ahead and posted a 15 bullet point topic on why the Flash failed. Let's put it simple and plain. DC has fumbled the ball from the beginning. There was no way the Flash was going to be as successful as they wanted it with the hype that they had around it, the controversy that they had around it.
Oh, yeah.
You had the reshoots and the double and all the extra shit that they
took
tried
too
doing.
long, and people are acting like DC has a loyalty base that's built.
Yeah.
Who wants to go and get disappointed again?
They do.
And here's the thing. You can't say this is the best movie coming out when you're telling us right off the bat that this doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a entire universe coming around that is not going to have anything to do with these movies that came out. And so there is no interest. There's no equity for me to go and care about these characters or these movies, like especially when you fumble the bag this easily.
You have a really good point with the whole like it already had a lot of pins in it. Like it was already deflating, but then when James Gunn came out of nowhere like, and we're doing another universe, and this don't matter. Like it's just no one. When you're telling us like, yeah, this don't matter. Like
when the star of the movie is not present for the press run,
he can't.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, he should not be near people, according to. Well, they should not be near people according to
the court order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but whatever.
Did you guys see at the premiere? It just looked like it was just grounded.
Yeah.
The entire time, every picture is just
get 5 pictures, and I'm going to go.
It's like when your mom
something.
Yeah, when your mom is you're at a function and you got in trouble and your mom's making you be nice to people. Like fucking say hi to uncle.
Yeah.
I'm just hope. Let him go. Just let him and all of this.
Yeah, let him go. Let him start committing war crimes.
Please, let him be free.
He's too fast.
He will be.
He will be on set.
We don't know what he'll do to the timeline.
He'll always keep coming back.
What he's already done to the timeline. Honestly.
But
all that aside, the movie was actually solid. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get to that.
Wow.
We'll
get to that.
Stay tuned for the review. That's gonna be coming soon.
Oh, we're doing all of them today.
Yeah.
We just I post production. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then finally, the last thing we had in the topic, you had sent it, and it was kind of I don't know how to feel about this. Blade is getting another book.
Yep, Blade's getting another comic.
Wait, another?
Yeah,
man.
Another comic.
It's just going to be his solo. Is it going to be this is going to be an actual solo series?
It appears to be a solo series.
Okay.
I didn't see a darter on the cover.
I was going to say, where's Lockett or whatever her name? What's her name?
Who cares what his name is? Who cares what her name is?
Look, Blade needs something.
He needs.
And if it's a daughter, then so fucking be it. He needs something.
No, you know what? If she sticks around, I want her to stick around. Cool, but she needs to be the assist type. You know what I mean? Like jumping on screen and help Blade.
On screens.
And then same thing, right? jump in on, do your move and then jump off for now, because like they're not putting the appropriate energy into, how we often have this topic about how when they give us a try at something, they don't try their hardest deliberately. That's that series all over again. So until she sticks in a better spot, I don't really need to see her at this point. And I think that's what they're doing. They're just moving on, and this is a Blade solo series. It's written by the Killmonger scribe.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway,
Did we read those?
We read one, I think.
We were 1 and 2. We got to issue 3 when Bullseye showed up, and then I stopped. Found other shit to do. Surprisingly.
Look, I'm happy that it took 2-3 years for him to get his own comic, because he kept showing up in other things.
And then he got his own comic that was pretty cool. And then
that different dimension Avengers thing was supposed to be about him.
Nope.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be.
Funny how he keeps getting pushed out of his own
shit
for the Avengers.
Yeah, and then we had the fucking Vampire Island or whatever.
Yeah, that vampire thing. That was a cool
that one issue.
Yeah, that
one issue
that would continue with the Avengers, but it didn't.
I hope that this new book picks up on that. I really wanted to see more about him being the sheriff of Vampire Town.
Right?
That was interesting.
I felt like it was cut short and immediately replaced by a storyline with his daughter.
Oh yeah,
hopefully this explores that a little bit more.
All I can tell you, I don't know what the story beholds for us. I'm not too familiar with Brian Hill outside of Killmonger, but I do know that I can say it is comfortably and beautifully helmed by Black Widow scribe Elena Carnegras. We read Black Widow.
Yeah,
all those
great.
beautifully illustrated pages is her work.
That, yeah.
So she will be doing this series.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So at least it'll be pretty to look at.
Yeah.
For the most part. I don't know what's to come from it any more than that, but we'll find out, and we will see if we're just getting our hopes up for nothing again.
I just wonder, do you think, and it, of course it's probably wrong, but like I do wonder, were they waiting this long because of the movie? To have like a double hitter, to have like the comic come around the same time as the movie, so we'll have like both this, like as much coverage as possible for
That's
Blade.
the marketing.
Yeah.
They usually have. We should. Do they have pictures of the design?
Yeah, it's just the cover for now. It looks like they're going back to simple basics: coat, interior reds. The cover I'll sure will be displayed at some point.
Yeah, I got you.
But that's pretty much all I know about it. I just have to wait and see. Truly,
Okay.
I would prefer a whole black team, but
Of course,
I'll
but
take
no.
what I can get at this point. Truly, it's big M.
If we're kind of moving on and everything, I do have one piece of news I didn't put on the docket, unfortunately.
Well, we don't want to hear it. No,
But I found out, okay, Spiderverse, right? They had a release date for the next movie for next year, and there's been a lot of word, especially from people who left the production, saying that there is no way that Beyond the Spider-Verse will be able to release next year at all.
I believe it.
Because
There's
like,
no way.
there's no way for like of course the writer strike, but then like just the animation in itself takes for.
Didn't they say that the VFX artists on that movie?
They left 100 of them left.
Yeah, they were getting their asses kicked.
They were the working conditions for Spider-Verse across Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse were ridiculous, and they all left. A lot of them.
I mean,
You could see it.
I was gonna say that. I mean, you can see it.
And I do wonder, like, did people also leave the audio mixing department because of that? I can't hear.
I can't speak to that. I can't speak
So
to that.
because apparently that might be just one of the other versions of the movie that are out there. There's
Yeah.
multiple movie versions.
Wait, so there's the one that people could hear, the one.
Yeah, yeah. We'll give them that. We'll give them that because
Yeah.
Spider-Verse was a sick movie. We'll give them some
Sick.
leeway.
Yeah. But that's all. I just want to say, like, most likely another delay, including with a bunch of possible delays. But like, yeah, like don't expect. I know Spider-Verse, amazing. Don't expect it next year at all.
Yeah,
At
we're
all.
gonna have to go through a few more Gran Turismos before we get another one.
Yeah,
Don't you forget it.
video game
Never.
movies.
Never.
FNAF. Remember that?
Stop.
You trying to go?
It's going to go against fucking Kraven in October. I can't
I'm
wait.
gonna see that.
You trying to go?
Trying to go what?
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Fuck yeah, I'm going.
You know,
Trying to go to IMAX?
Yeah,
I'm taking my niece with me.
I'm gonna
She wants to see it.
I'm gonna see if I can make a fucking costume
you're gonna get.
by Freddy head.
You gonna bring your persona to the
Yeah.
movie theater? I knew it. Let his freak flag fly.
Freak flag
Hey,
fly.
look at me. Look
Halloween.
At me. Look at me. If any of those underage girls say, "Can I hug you, Freddy?" You say no.
Of course.
You say, "Get away from me."
Of course.
I don't think you need to
You
tell
kicked
him
him.
that, sir.
You kick
Wait,
them.
wait.
I think he's good. I think he's got those bases covered. You know what I mean? I think he's.
I'm
cool.
good. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna hug nobody. Don't touch me.
Yeah, they're gonna be avoiding him at all costs. They're gonna be like,
Yeah, I'm gonna scare the fuck out. I'm like, yeah. Oh, they're free.
"You scary."
You're scary, you freak.
You get a cane. You
I know. Get the
I'm gonna bring a water bottle so I can just squirt him.
Sure.
Every
Yeah.
once in a while. But if that's it with all of our news, we can move right to comic book reviews.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Right now, I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I think this week was pretty decent. A lot
Was
of
it?
good number ones.
Yeah.
I really liked a lot of what I read.
Yeah. I enjoyed most all of it.
Most
pretty
of
much.
them.
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of the new stuff. I'll say that.
Yeah.
The stuff we were continuing and wrapping up, maybe not so much.
It's okay.
We'll get to that when we get to it.
We sure will.
Are we?
But yeah, our first comic I wanted to talk about from Skybound, Void Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1. This
Robert
book is-
Kirkman?
yes, Robert Kirkman wrote this one. The series is literally as it describes. 2 aliens meet on a planet, crash on the planet, and they have to either survive.
They are the rivals in the void.
Yeah.
This book was probably my least favorite out of all of them, but I
Aw.
still enjoyed it.
You.
The reason why it's my least favorite is because of, one, the ambiguity. I feel like I'm dropped in the middle of something that I'm supposed to already know. And I get that it's a starting book and more will be open and developed, but it was just like, it's one of those just stereotypical just love stories of Romeo and Juliet. We're
I
not
can see
supposed
that.
to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, and then we got to depend on each other. It was like there was some stuff that was like kind of corny in the way that they kind of like developed and opened up.
Yeah.
The relationship between the 2 main characters, how it was like they immediately start working, but then she like turns around and like karate like poses because she scared him or he scared her, but it's like there's only fucking 2 of
Jetfire.
you in this entire thing.
Right.
That's a transformer. Yeah.
And then we're
Whoa.
let's
Whoa.
Oops.
Oh.
the twist that came out of fucking nowhere and left me shaking my head or scratching my head.
Scratching it. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally what made me go do my research because like that's the 4th time I have seen the Transformer this week. Something's going on. So yeah, what we talked about earlier. This is one of the first steps or allude to a connected universe.
Yeah.
A GIJoe. I'm not GIJoe, but a Transformer show.
Same thing now.
Yeah, literally. They just
They're just gonna pop up everywhere now.
I guess
And that's-
until maybe this was just a big money drop cameo, and then it's to let you know something's coming.
Yeah.
But
I
Yeah.
actually like I have to say I actually really liked this, and I liked honestly like how like what do you call it, predictable it was. Like it was, I felt like it was solid for what it was trying to do. I kind of just wish like this felt like it could have just been one short, like it could have just been a one-off story, and I would have been happy about it.
right.
Like it just felt like one of those like side stories, and they kind of, but then when they added the whole Transformer thing, I was confused. Like I was about to text somebody. I was like, wait, are we missing a book? What's going on? Like I feel like that was literally, I'm like, at first, that's not Jetfire. That's not a that's like maybe he's in universe like a reference or something. Like, no, that's literally a Transformer. And then he just leaves.
He
goes
like
to,
left them there.
He didn't talk to them, even though they
Oh,
revived
shit.
him.
I'm late.
I could get you a ride, but I'm gonna keep going.
And then I feel like, and it just ends. And I was kind of like, oh, that's it.
Well, the big cliffhanger is that
Yeah.
he apparently had like seen her in a vision, which mind you, we never got
talked
the
about
vision.
that.
There was never a conversation about the vision.
I thought, honestly, I was like, wait, so are they saying they are Vision? Because they kind of look, they have the little thing on their
Like,
head and everything. Like, are they Vision?
I like that was me at the end. The faces she made,
Yeah.
and she's like, "What vision?" And she's like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what I felt reading this book. Like, huh?
It did feel like it kind of just started to fall apart.
I thought they were like fucking Steven Universe characters with the fucking
Right?
gems on their forehead.
Cringe when those helmets came off. Cringe city.
Crane
I
City.
was like, oh god, they're
And-
probably the
Yeah.
same.
And I think the predictability is what kicked me off of it. You seem to like it, which I'm glad, but like all
That's
the predictability just kind of like, yeah,
I'm gonna try and let
maybe not care.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
try and
get it.
let him cook but not an issue 2 right away.
Yeah.
Not for me.
No.
Yeah,
That's all.
I mean, I fuck with Robert Kirkman. And I'm
Obviously.
sure he's got something up his sleeve.
Right.
What that is, and
We don't
we'll
know.
just see.
Right. We're gonna have to
Something
see.
was transformed.
Someone's gonna have to tell me.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Someone's gonna have to tell me.
let me know when you ramp up, homeboy.
Yeah. We'll come back for collectors maybe if it's $14. From Marvel, we have Black Panther #1.
Just
This
keep passing them this way, homie.
This awaited series
That cover is a lie. I wish he showed up.
covers a lot. I mean,
That cover's a lie.
wait, what?
It's a lie.
Good.
Variant.
No, I
I
wish
don't
he
want
showed
that.
up.
I don't want that.
I want him in there.
I don't want him.
I want him
in
in
here. This is our thing. No.
Nah.
He stays out.
No, he's one of us.
No, he's not.
He did it.
He's
He
literally
did.
not.
He said he's like Wakanda forever. I'm like, you know what? We accept you.
No one makes you give it to them. Just remember that. This series for me, we all had a little bit of discussion about it outside the pod, and I feel like the series spends a lot of time explaining the dichotomy of where T'Challa is, which is one of its hugest down spots because it's very confusing.
Exposition.
It's like people are poor, but they're not poor. People are struggling, but they're not struggling. It's very hard to know what they're trying to say. So it's like, does anybody need help, essentially? Like,
No.
what's the conflict, really? Because
What are we doing here?
Exactly. Because at this point, T'Challa's just,
I think that's the point. I think that's why, because like T'Challa's like, what am I doing here?
I mean, truly.
if I'm not a king, then what is the point?
Yeah, there was a lot of dialogue in this book that essentially kind of was almost battling within itself to try to establish what it wanted to be, what this world, what they wanted this setting to be, and there seemed to be. Although I enjoyed the shit out of the book, it's beautiful.
Same.
It's a little wordy. But not as much as another one in the list that we'll get to.
Yeah.
But it did have an aura of we're establishing something. We're just not quite sure what we're establishing yet.
We're figuring it out. We're doing
Yeah.
it together.
I don't know how I feel about this role of T'Challa being like a Batman.
Yeah, I don't like their steadfast to make him a Batman-ish thing.
Yeah.
He's supposed to. I feel like he should really be moving away from anything that mirrors that. And
Yeah.
it seems like they're trying to make this hotbed to where he can kind of do it, but it's not as bad as a Gotham.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
like, you don't need to spend any more time explaining what that looks like because you're starting to lose me hard. You just need to get to whatever. Because, like, I enjoy the comic too.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to whatever we're doing here, the better. That's all I'm going to say. Just get to that fast.
Yeah.
Don't spend any more time explaining what this city is because it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
make a fucking line in the sand. Are they struggling? Does people need help? What's going on over here?
Like, listen,
know.
when your afflicted neighborhoods of the country are middle class, you're doing pretty well.
Pretty goddamn well. Pretty goddamn well.
But we could be doing better.
Could be.
We could be doing better.
But we're not doing bad.
Yeah, but we're not doing bad. We're definitely not doing bad. I want to stress we're not doing bad.
But this is worse than what you could be.
Truly.
It just looks like everyone's bored. Who's Spike Lee in that book?
Some guy who
I have to say, like,
spends money, but
Yeah.
My favorite part of it was when T'Challa's in his apartment talking to him, and they hear a knock on the door, and he's like, "The debt collectors, they've come for their money." And T'Challa's like, "I can't be here," and runs out to leave that man to get his knees broken over some dollars.
which is strange. The whole thing is because he spent the whole book flipping around the city
and then
looking for people
also,
to beat up.
why did that mysterious lady come in through the front door and say, "Oh, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah,
I should kill you, but that's my mistake." Excuse me?
yeah. Like, what's happening here?
that was very weird because most of the time, if killers or whatever or professionals or whatever come and walk in on civilians in there, they kill them so they don't tell.
that's the most-
not tell them. Don't you tell nobody.
That's the most pussy shit when you walk in like, "I'd have fuck you up, but I'm not going to." That's on me.
That's on. I should have been more. I was careless. That was my fuck
I
up.
didn't expect you to be
It's
home,
gonna come
so I
back to
guess
bite me. So you take care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a fun book. Like, I think I'll check out issue 2 just for the art alone. At this point, I do really like.
I just want to know where the story.
I would love to get to the point fast here.
Because as we're talking about it more, I'm like, what it does bring up the question more and more. What is T'Challa doing here? And he did just jump around that city for
I'll tell
a
you
whole
what,
book.
he lost his mind. That's what he did. He went crazy after he said, "Oh, I can't be king." Oh, okay.
Oh my God, what do I do?
What do I do? He went to his dad's old town. He's just
I'm like, why are you here? Like, what you?
Yeah.
I know this place has his father's name, T'Chaka. That's what his father was named after her. This is his father's old city. Cool, whatever. But you know how the city is. You don't need to be here. This place doesn't need you.
Right.
How about you go to other places in Africa besides Wakanda? Because they don't want you.
No.
That is too
And
poor.
this is what
This is too
this is what Killmonger was talking
outside
about.
the
This is what
He doesn't want to fight actual crime.
he doesn't. Obviously.
Right. He would much rather skip around.
He fucked up a what do you say, a gang initiation?
I don't know
whatever.
what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, it was just too many words for me.
The only thing that like draw me in, like they talked about a cult. I'm thinking like that little scene with the purse snatching has something to do with that cult.
I guess so. Yeah.
Which is like, is it the shots? Are they saying Islam is a cult? I don't know. I don't know what the thought process is.
Hold
here.
on there, my brother. You gotta wait till issue 2 to figure that point out.
And we're gonna see.
I'm still waiting how many other because I hope it's not, but it looks like there's gonna be another like a revolving door of other black characters because then they decide to bring out the one he hasn't been using forever. But Deathlock is back. He's
right.
He's back,
I
baby.
fucking forgot about Deathlock.
Yeah, everyone does. It's okay.
It's like
he was in Agent Shield. Remember that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, he had that super important thing in the multiversal Avenger thing.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah, where he was like they were killing Deathlocks and destroying the multiverse.
yeah.
And then we had Ant-Man, Tony Stark.
All I know
That
is
was a weird fucking run.
all
but-
I know is that he had a daughter named Deathlocket.
Stop.
That's all I know.
Crazy. That's a crazy name for your daughter.
And she looks exactly like, why'd you do that to her? But she's my daughter.
Because how would you know that it's his? She's
If I don't,
mine.
fucking, if I don't fucking mutilate her, and
Yeah, it's just him with a ponytail.
Yeah. And maybe a little skirt attached to the outfit at a
So,
place.
I want, but I'm gonna watch it. Just I want to see like who else is gonna show up? Is Blade gonna show up? To Luke
You know
Cage?
what?
That would be
It's
fucking-
been a minute since we had the cabal of black men in.
Yeah, I've seen that comic. I've seen that
Yeah.
that panel. Like, I love someone put it. Someone showed it on a fucking Juneteenth and shit. It was like, I want to be like you. I'm trying to get like you. Now I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying. It was like Luke Cage, Blade, Black Panther.
Yeah,
like
man.
all of them. It was-
One would in Brother Voodoo. One would only hope that with everything being so woke this time around, it won't be as cringe as like white people trying to sound like old black dudes.
You hope.
I would hope.
You forget.
No, I didn't
Miles,
forget.
That Miles comic still happens.
It's in my brain. I have never forgot. I have
By
never
Odin's
forgot.
face.
Never forget.
Never. And I won't. Not
By
anytime soon.
Odin's
'Cause
face.
They will not do that again. I'm still tripping on Steve punching our king. Just punching, like, they let that happen. Anyway, from Marvel, again, Incredible Hulk #1.
Let's go.
Hulk takes a horror turn.
Awesome. It's
again?
spooky.
Again?
Back to the roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And-
actually scary now. Scary.
I've been looking forward to this ever since they announced it a couple months back, where they're gonna take a crack at an old school type of like horror comic. And if this is what is gonna fucking roll out to be, I am fully on board. I am excited to find out what the Mother of Monsters is.
Yes.
I'm excited to find out why they're chasing Hulk around and calling him like the weakest son of like the
Yeah.
Green Door.
The halfling. Or
Yeah,
the-
they're just talking shit about my man, and it's exciting, man. I like this.
It seems like they can put their money where their mouth is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They are no stranger to this, and it shows, and
Yeah,
it's just really good. And I just love this idea that I guess like Banner is running physically and mentally from the Hulk constantly, and the Hulk is catching up with them, and then when he catches up,
You did this.
He's fucking gaslighting
did
Bruce like the whole time, saying, "This is your fault. Your fault. You did this.
gonna fuck
These people
them
who are dead, that's you."
I'm going to fuck them up.
the transformation was horrific, and it was so beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of kind of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen when
Yeah.
he turned into Mr. Hyde.
That shit scared the
Yeah.
shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, don't drink all of it. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was like grotesque the way that his arm was popping. the fact that when he comes back from being the Hulk, it's a blackout and he has to re-pop his bones back in. Like,
they're doing a lot of stuff right in this number one. A lot
yeah.
of stuff right. Beautifully illustrated by Thor artist Nick Klein. Love his art on this.
It's great. Yeah,
it really fits.
Who is the scribe on this?
The writer is. Can you go back to the? You actually just had your thumb on it.
I did.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, hold on, just a few more pages.
Give it
back.
away.
Yeah, back this way. Back this way. Yes. It'd be closer to the beginning.
It's in that in between page.
There we go.
There it is.
Philip Kennedy.
Philip Kennedy Johnson. Philip
Never
Kennedy
heard.
Johnson.
Never heard of his works.
Nick Klein as the artist.
And
Matthew Wilson on color.
I love where we're going. Where we're going. This is a decent number one.
He did the Alien comic that from 2022.
That wasn't too bad.
That wasn't that bad.
The first
Like that.
issue, yeah.
2020 Marvel Zombies. He did some Superman stuff. Yeah.
As far as I know, yeah. I mean, I don't have any reason to doubt the guy. And like I said, I loved this number one. I thought it was pretty good.
It's
pretty damn good. It's bloody. It's gross.
And just mysterious because I'm like, who are these people? What is the connection and how powerful they are? Like you said, like who is this mother of monsters? Because not only did they, they keep referencing her, but they show that she's connected to these other big also characters in the Marvel universe, like Swamp Thing and Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering like how
This looks
freaks.
cool. Really, really cool.
it is.
It's very. Can't get enough. Next, we're going to talk about, the last one on the list, Ultimate Invasions number one. Jonathan Hickman, Brian Hitch, Andrew Curry, and Alex Sinclair. Dream Team, all right. I haven't seen
Too smart.
Too smart. He wastes no time, all right. This is this is a deluxe, it seems, and it's just packed with how smart the maker is.
So smart.
I love it. He's a smart man. He has a big brain.
I was,
Brain's so big.
I'm not gonna lie. I like those sacrificial characters in the beginning.
Yeah.
They were that was some really good dialogue. I was just going back. It was just snappy. Like you went to the next one. I was like, oh, that was funny. And just to see them just get
cannon fodder.
Cannon
fodder.
I'm like, you think you think the book is good now with this cannon fodder? Just can't wait till you get the juicy shit. Like okay, great.
Act.
He said, you know what? I've been trying to be a better person. But
I'm trying.
You can't get good help.
Like,
right.
I liked how like he's trying to do something different, and then also Reed is also trying to show restraint because like Black Panther was like, couldn't you have just done this? Like, yeah, but
Which, by the way, I just don't like to. Whether it's physically or verbally from his own mouth, T'Challa just keeps getting punched in the face. You have him. You have him copping to Reed Richards that you are the smartest man in the world.
Stroking him.
Like, stop it.
Just riding
What
him.
are y'all doing up there? T'Challa would never say that out loud, ever. I don't know, man.
even if it's true.
Even if it's, even I'm not going to do it.
You're not gonna do it.
But I was excited for this ever since we announced it on the pod a few months ago.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman doesn't miss
At all.
Brian Hitch. I liked his art style. Took a little bit of getting used to back when he was doing the Venom with Ram V and I'm blanking out.
Oh no.
Donny Cates? No.
Ron V and Brian Hitch. And I knew him from The Authority, so that's just where my brain has been the whole time. But it is.
It is a Jonathan Hickman Bible book.
yeah.
There's a lot of words. There's a lot of exposition, but unlike the exposition that was in Black Panther, this moved in
Faster.
beats, right? It had beats, it had development, and it intrigued me to see where this is going with the new Ultimate Universe. So
I think I'm
excited for that.
I think it really helped between the Black Panther exposition and this exposition is because the Maker exposition was leading up to something, and we know that it was going to have a payoff. And unlike the Black Panther one, we don't know where that's going, and even the character doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure it out myself and everything. The maker's like, no, I know what I'm doing, and I'm getting pieces of it and everything.
Yeah, Black Panther's problem is spent too much time trying to establish where
The
he's
world,
at.
yeah.
I don't think we needed to do that, not for the first issue. We can get to that later.
Yeah.
But this is a better example of time spent. Like, we knew what he was going for. Everyone knows he's a big threat. And he fucking followed through. Like,
Yeah.
I really loved how they just ignored all the other maker buildup coming into this book. They're like, yeah, it didn't happen.
yeah.
None of that shit happened. He wasn't in Venom.
But it's like, did they? We don't know yet. We don't know what his master plan is. We don't know what.
At the end of Venom, he was already in the Ultimate Universe.
What?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Who cares? But the point is, he got there somehow, and it seems that
This is the real shit, though.
yeah.
This is the one you pay attention to.
And I love that little like dot, like the universe was loading, and then it showed the universe. Like, wait, what is that? What? And then I'm like, researchers like, oh, okay.
Yeah, what they're doing with this and how the ending scene where like the interaction with him and Peter Parker, how that transpired. Now it makes me, it gets my brain thinking of what else is he doing to affect these possible metahumans in this universe that is now, he has created. How is it going to affect? How is it going to change the dichotomy of the normal canon, universes or stuff?
I have a theory, but I'm gonna do it off there. I just feel like, long story short, he's going to be literally what the cover shows us. Yeah. He's going to be that for us. He's going to convince his ones to go over here and be a problem, and they're going to be the ones that we've known of for years from over there. Yeah. So just from his perspective, yeah. And I'm ready for that, because they got some heavy hitters over there when they were trying to take him serious. Put him in this one with these tired old hags, as they are. Yeah, they need to be shaken up. They need to see what the MCU almost became for real. They need to see the potential.
Yeah, but I'm excited. This is gonna be a nice holdover, and I don't want to. That sounds kind of rude, but this is gonna be a nice holdover, at least for me, until the Gods book come out.
Yeah,
the one that he's working on.
Oh yeah,
that is what that's the Jonathan Hickman that I'm like really excited to see. So this is gonna be a nice kind of holdover until that comes out.
Yeah, at the very least, it's something nice to look at for the Avengers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they needed
something.
something.
You how uninterested I am. Salute to Jason Aaron. I'm sure he's done a great job. But man, this hooked me right in. So this is nice over here.
The only time they were interesting when they were involved with like the X-Men in some way, like in the past like year or a couple years, something like that. Like the whole like the Celestial and everything. That was like the peak of like Avenger stuff. That was really cool. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
After that, I'm still not even sure. Did anyone read like if there was a number 2 for the new Avengers?
There was. I didn't finish it. But
I have it, but I haven't started it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of scrolled through it, and then, yeah.
And I think the last we had this. We wanted
to do a comic book discussion. Can I do a suggestion real quick?
Please.
So I ran into The Vigil. It is a DC book by Ram V.
Oh, I heard of that one.
It was surprisingly very good. They never let you forget that you are in the DC universe, right? But it is a completely different story inside the DC universe. It seems. Hopefully, it stays in its own bubble. They have 2 issues so far right now, and I really enjoyed both of them. Nice. So that's something to look out for. I'll probably keep an eye out for that. So, The Vigil, Ram V. I mean, Ram V is a fantastic writer, and the way that he's creating this little kind of it's a sci-fi kind of like mystery world in its own bubble inside the DC universe.
Sci-fi
it's cool.
noir?
Yeah, kind of. As long as Batman stays the fuck up out of there, it'll be fun.
He's bound to bring his crusty ass in there eventually.
Yeah, I mean they had LexCorp. They showed LexCorp, so right off the bat, like they're not letting you forget that this is in the DC universe.
Okay,
that's Batman's gonna step his big fascist boots in there anytime soon.
And you said it's already completed?
No, it's in the second issue.
Okay.
So it's a monthly drop. I think the next issue comes out July 18th.
Okay.
So it's a nice little. It's I'm enjoying it so far.
I always walked right by it. I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
we're gonna do a little comic book discussion for Mark Millar's The Ambassadors.
Yeah.
Mark coming back in a big way, tackling a big series that has more than one arcs attached to it. Like Magic Order, he's stepping his foot back in the superhero arena with an all new cast of superheroes from every country.
Yeah,
for the most part.
we reviewed
Ambassadors,
the first,
if you will.
Yeah.
We reviewed the first 3?
First two.
First two.
Is
I
it
didn't bring
2?
three in here.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 was a little hard.
We saw the opening, and then we reviewed Captain India, whatever.
Yeah.
Mr. India.
Light week.
Yeah. So now the first arc is finished with 6 issues.
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
Overall, I felt like the implications were big. He was talking a big game. Ultimately, it kind of let me down, but it wasn't a horrible ride either.
No.
That's just where I'm at with the series. It was fun, but they made some choices that I didn't really care for or understand.
Honestly, I felt like it should have been a little bit longer in order to establish the characters a little bit more with each other. Like, we've seen them. We saw a couple of them individually. Some of them got books, some of them didn't. And then we got the big threat, and then it was over. You know what I mean? I don't know who. I'm not really really attached to these characters to really care about this world really that much yet. And I would like to.
And the thing that kind of threw me on the 6th issue, because I was on it for every one of them. I enjoyed that, but in the 6th issue, when everybody comes together, it just feels there's no glue between them.
Exactly.
They're just strangers in a room that all of a sudden now have to do stuff. But we're supposed to believe that
they are a team.
They're a team, and they've been interacting off panel, but it doesn't show
doesn't
it.
Really
There's
feel
no
like that.
Yeah, there's no glue to each other.
That's
right.
And
They haven't even had opportunities to interact with each other, really.
Right.
They did. I mean,
we've heard they've heard of each other.
Yeah.
I know you're India. Granted, look at my fucking flag on my chest. But I know you're India. I know you're Mexico and stuff like that. I know that you're Korea, but we don't really know each other.
Normal comic books that we take for granted tackle this issue so fast we don't even notice it. One team member is doing this over here, says something to team member 2. Team member 2 does. We started in the first issue of the new Avengers. They did it like that.
But that
didn't feel like that here.
Exactly.
There were no scenes like that where it felt like they were a cohesive team that had been trained together for months. It just felt like you do your part, and
it's not like a big chunk. It's not like there hasn't been a big chunk of time that passed after they received their abilities.
Absolutely,
they were in the field or out in the wild doing whatever. So for however long that they can get comfortable doing it, but they still never interacted with each other.
Barely, and at all. And
or if they did, it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah,
there was it doesn't feel like there's any sort of chemistry within this team.
Or how they even pick the people who get the powers. So considering Homeboy lied on the job application.
It almost seemed like they were just drawing names out of a hat. They weren't even reading the thing.
Oh, this person sounds good.
I feel like they profile people with you did a cool good thing.
Yeah,
I
want to know what Mexico did to get picked, because
honestly,
I don't know.
There's nothing. There's no information. He doesn't even make it to the covers.
Yeah.
Is that him in the back?
Maybe.
Yeah, and this is issue 6. He's not in any other, not even in the first issue, the first cover with them on it.
Yeah.
I don't really see Mexico in there.
And the waitress mom from France, her son was a little piece of shit.
No, he was going to murder his entire school.
Her son is absolutely a psychopath and should not be having him.
I was hoping that he was going to do some psychopathy shit anyway with his powers. I think that would have been really, at least.
No, he just misunderstood the whole time.
No.
And
I'll say.
I think this is something that I've noticed that in Mark Millar books that I've kind of picked up on that I'm not a fan of, the way he wraps up his stories in just a quick fashion in a hurry. He gets it's almost like he gets to a point where it's just I know where I wanted to go. If you didn't understand where I was going,
that's on you.
Catch up next.
Catch up next time.
Yeah, read better.
Let me let me end on this little joke.
It was I loved the interaction between all of the superpowered beings, the big fight. I liked how it looked visually.
Yeah.
I liked how they kind of portrayed it. It was very Magic Order. Remember when they had that whole little fucking, I think it was Volume 2, where they had those two, the witch groups fighting each other. It was great, but it was like there was no build up to it. It was extremely fast. The twist at the end didn't really make any sense because there was no prior anything like to let you know that this person was going to betray the main character.
Right.
She felt like she was on board the entire time. And then
the twist was just very M. Night Shyamalan-ish, where it's like it didn't shock me, but it left my head being scratched because it was.
And then they justified it in the moment that they told you about.
Yes.
And then like it is weird because of all the knowledge she knows about the person that she's betraying her friend for.
Yeah.
You knew it was never going to end in your face.
That's my thing. Yeah, you're an intelligent person.
You know exactly who this other guy is. You know exactly what this person is like. Yeah, and like you said, the justification that they give you at the very last moment is less of a justification and more of an excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more of just like I didn't know where to go with this, so we're just going to make this thing.
But like you said, read better. Maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's about
about you.
It's about showing exactly where her headspace is too.
Yeah.
That she's just as selfish.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He
I mean,
said,
if
"This
I
baby-"
got a bow-legged, if I got a bad leg and you giving this all these people superpowers, but you ain't giving it to me, I might feel the type of way.
Right.
But
It would have been interesting.
at the same time, how hard is it to be like, hey, yo,
Right.
that's the share the love. Like,
Just
she
ask.
never asked.
and then,
Just ask,
and
Karen.
Excuse.
Right.
and that's the fucking thing. Like all you needed was to show a couple pages of like in one of these books. It'd be like she comes over, hey,
My leg hurts.
I had fucking polio, and I keep seeing
Parking
you just
in the handicap
gave
spot.
you just gave some homophobic racist piece of shit
Who lied, by the way.
He lied. Powers and stuff. And he's fine now. Can I get that? And you can. I don't. Granted, it doesn't have to give like it has to be reason. It doesn't have to be reasonable to just show her. Be like, no. I can't.
I do love.
Yo.
For I don't know what the reason would have to be, but just show her saying that so we know.
Right. So then you could set that
I
up.
didn't even know she had a problem.
Right. And also, I'd have been mad dramatic. I'd have been falling down in the kitchen and shit. I'd be like, oh, my polio.
Here I go.
Do you want me to bring you some coffee?
No.
No, I'm good.
Trip and fall the second you get in there. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
if-
Well,
only-
I guess it's time for me to go to bed in my iron lung.
I can't breathe.
Wow, if only if I could, fly.
If only I had a second body.
And like, and how did the Australia get that far? Like,
Yes. How?
he's been a misogynist since the very first appearance that he had.
Yes.
The way he talks to people, but they're like, no, he's gay. I guess it's
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
gay, so it's cool. But you know what? That is indicative of where the country's mindset is.
Yeah.
Gay white men could just get carte blanche to do whatever they want to.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally just like
With
and
the
it was
finger guns.
yeah, straight up, dude. I didn't really and then like there are a lot of things that were introduced to us, and I'm sure it's gonna get a part 2 like everything else that he does.
Of course.
But there are elements introduced to us in the first arc that just I felt like you could have even held off till the next arc when you
Yeah.
had time to explore them
And time
on
to
your lead.
and time to build.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have you. It feels like you really blew your load so
fast.
early. Like that could have been something we could have dealt with, like you said, like in or like you said, like just in the second volume,
Yeah.
when we know who these fucking people are.
Yeah, here's the thing. Attack them. Beat them down. Leave them on the side of the road to die, and then tell me there's an arc 2, so that now I care.
Like you could
because what are they gonna do now?
exactly.
Right.
It could have set up like, okay, now they're not. Now everyone's stuck with their powers. Now they have to actually master these powers because they're cut off from everything else. And now you have these psychopaths, billionaires who are running the world and doing whatever they want. That would have been an amazing cliffhanger.
There's so many ways where the story could have went instead of just wrapping it up and you're saying there's gonna be a second one. We
with
got
a
more stuff to
punch.
talk about, but
They gotta make more stuff up instead of just building what they already have.
exactly.
Yeah, it's doing too much.
With one punch. And like I told Jamal, like part of me kind of likes that because it was like you thought you had all this figured out until you didn't. But yeah, like overall story wise, it just hurts it because
Maybe he made another body like she made another body.
I would hope so.
He
But
said
then
he had 58 different powers, and you think an uppercut was enough?
that's what I'm saying. Like I
That's
don't think
underwhelming.
I don't think that he did because I feel like like he would have had like super vulnerability or at least regenerability, something.
Yeah, and apparently he had so
or
many
time stop or
he had
some shit.
He had so many superpowers that he had them all categorically defined in some kind of folder in his mind where the person that can duplicate powers can go in there and literally pick specifically the power that she needs for that specific moment to be able to defeat everything that he just built in the last 6 issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and don't get me started on the fucking the Deus Ex Machina of a character of this random powered guy who can do anything.
Dude, I was like, why would you even bring this character in here?
Now.
You have no
Second
time.
issue. Second volume.
Yeah, like
Every single book was an introduction to a character, and
It's
then
supposed to be
when
anyway.
when it was over, it was over. We left the universe with the same knowledge that we started with, basically.
Right. Just with absolutely nothing. And like I was alluding to earlier, it's like I felt like this was teeing up to, and maybe it still is, but I felt like the implications were a lot broader than just saying I have a superhero property with people who are kind of a-holes and maybe they're not going to work out. I do hope that there's a grander, like not a time-wasting, like, grand scheme in mind, because the first arc I felt was ultimately not a bad comic, but as far as what we could have accomplished with Mark Millar getting to literally make up his own costumes and capes in a world where they could do anything, you chose to, like, blow your load in arc 1. Maybe there's a bigger theme, but I don't know. It just didn't feel.
I just don't see it, and there's no hook for me to care.
Maybe it's the
For
monkey.
the second one.
Because I don't. I'll be straight up. I don't really care for the ambassadors. I don't know them enough.
True.
You saw snippets of half of them in somebody else's book, and then when you got to their book, it's just how they got to the power, not what they are after.
Yeah.
So it's like now you really don't. This is a whole new person now.
Mm-hmm.
Then and I don't know. We just didn't spend a lot of time with.
Like the one that bugged me, which I loved the concept of, was Brazil.
I like
the
Brazil.
John Wick.
Yeah.
But it didn't make sense
Yeah.
why she was the one chosen for it.
Right.
Like there's a lot of things that are like, okay, what was your train of thought when you wanted to make this person that, and what did you see on them other than those small glimpses into their character
Or
that get
did-
overshadowed by everything else going on around that character?
Or was
done
she even
in it.
chosen, or did she trust the priest's decision to give that?
Right.
It's so
Right.
arbitrary. The
Yeah.
whole
Right.
selection process is arbitrary.
Because
Which I think that's what we're saying. Like she can trust the priest, sure, but the ambassador says we want the priest.
Yeah.
like
You are an assassin who decided to change up careers yesterday, which there's a lot of in between from there to here.
Yeah.
Like, are you done killing for money?
You've been doing it. You've been doing it for this long. All
long
of a sudden,
time.
you're done.
Yeah, like you just needed a superpower to stop. Yeah,
exactly, and that
yeah.
goes also along with the little kid, the little fucking psychopath who, like, he was literally making a kill list for his school because he was getting bullied, and
that's what normal people do.
yeah,
apparently.
it's fine. Yeah, he was like, yeah, it's fine. It's just normal. It's fine.
And she knew.
And her
Gosh, mom, don't
That's the
worry.
crazy part.
Yeah, she knew. She knew the whole time.
They
She was
both
like,
should not be in the program.
And she fucking just wrote a letter. Doesn't have any connections to where she's wrote a letter like, I just want superpowers so I can give my son a role model and blah blah blah. And then
But madam,
Shined it
you
back at.
are his role model.
what? He loves me. And he
Also
said,
to letter and said, give my mom superpowers.
"Oh, he's so sweet." Even though I didn't believe at all that character would do that, he didn't give me any implication.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. India was the only legitimate choice because he literally died for somebody.
Even though I was,
And
that's-
even though we don't know what Mexico did to get these powers,
Nothing.
And I don't
Something.
think they're interested in telling us.
I
They
don't
made
know.
it pretty clear he's
But-
not a titular character.
I'm glad we're in there.
don't. Yeah.
Out of all the countries, we're at least,
I
we're
mean-
at least in the door.
From what they've showed us, you don't really have to do much. All you have to say that you're gay, even though you've been a horrible piece of shit for years before that. One, you just have a person who thinks you're kind of good, even though you've killed people for years. And you had to die and go into a coma for 7 years.
I think, like I said, he's the only legit choice. The American candidate better be black also.
No.
I'm
No.
not accepting Brazil.
He's not going to be black.
He will be black.
He won't.
He should be.
He won't.
I'll
He
just say
should.
that.
Not saying he shouldn't be.
He should be, Mark.
I'm just saying he's not.
You should.
It's gonna be a self insert of Mark.
What?
It's gonna be a self insert of Mark himself.
Sure. I'll take it. As long as he's black.
You have to do that now. It has to be. It has to be.
I don't know if Volume 2. I'm sure is gonna chug right along. Maybe if the first issue is something I might
It's got to build up because this whole thing it tasted like potential, but I could never get like a
Yeah, I was really
Definite
enjoying
flavor.
it. I was really taken aback by it wrapping up so suddenly. I was really enjoying it. I liked the slow burn. I thought it was going to keep going into something just evolving and evolving.
Each person gets a comic.
Yeah.
and then they become a team. And
Yeah.
then,
It looks like this is where
Or
we're
not.
going, but I personally, like we've all said many times, I feel like it wrapped up too quickly with that arc.
It hurts even more because if this was like a one and done, whatever. Like this is your story, this is your one little story, one shot, cool. But he knew that he was going to get a number 2. Like he's like, oh, this is volume 1. Like, oh,
right.
why didn't you? Then why you end it like this? You could have.
Yeah, and I mean it follows the trend of the
Mark Moore.
the dark. What's it? The magic to
Yeah, it feels
Magic
like
Order.
Yeah,
it feels like
just
that, like the Netflixian comic.
Yeah, we
magic.
gotta
Order.
go.
Yep,
Gotta go.
turn the wheel.
wrap it
Turn
up.
the wheel. We'll see you
week.
next time. Whatever we didn't get, we'll cover it next time.
Cool.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
or we'll move on.
Yeah, that's and I'm happy at least it has so much of a potential that allows us to just really talk about it, but with having so much potential and being a bit disappointing, it does allow for that disappointment to set in. Like, damn, this could have been so much better than what it was, and that's the sad part. It's
Right. I flew to the comic immediately because the team. The lead were so not like any dynamic I've seen in comics before.
Right.
And I thought that would be a strength, but we never gave enough time to make it one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's got some work to do. I hope his grand design is a lot larger than
he knows better than you.
what he implied here.
He knows better than you. Of course he does.
Of course. I would never assume to know better. He's got to deal with Netflix, and I'm sitting here, so he's clearly leagues better than me. But yeah, I would like to see him do more and reach further. In the words of Tom Hardy, dream bigger, darling, please. Dream bigger and dream a lot faster, please.
Oh.
I mean, just, do more with what you got,
Yeah.
please.
He's got to write another Dark Order.
Yeah,
Of course.
With that being said, I think we've reached the end of our episode.
Oh yeah, we are
Reached the limit.
wrapping up. Did you guys like the comics? What do you guys think of the ambassadors? Are you ready for the ultimate invasion?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Would you buy a spot on the submarine? Would you?
No.
No, obviously.
You don't want to go down there and
Probably can't.
high five the Submariner.
I will only go down if James Cameron's with me because he knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly.
He's
what
literally an
talking
expert at this point. That's why they got him. Like,
I mean,
That's what
he is a Titanic.
he is the Titanic.
about. Yeah, clearly,
They had his face on. That's him down there.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe on anywhere you listen. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Leave a comment, and follow us. You can follow me at Art of Sumo on Instagram and Twitter.
You can follow me at Stooge Prime on Twitter.
You can follow me at King Creates X, all K's no C's, on TikTok.
And you can follow me at just_Uno on Twitter and Instagram.
Woo, woo.
And as always, follow us on every social media at Thirsty Nerds Podcast.
Yes.
And
Peace
thank
out.
y'all, nerds.
Peace out, nerds.
Peace out.